Welcome back, guys. I'm Mellowseven, and this is Football Manager 2018, and I should have waited just a half second before starting this. Oh, there we go. All right, we're at the end of the year. It's the 31st of December, 2026. Not the end of the season, just the end of the year. And I really had not planned on recording an episode here. But sometimes the game demands when the episodes are recorded and not my plans. So let's go ahead, first of all, and look at a couple things we got going on. Let's go transfer history here. I thought those would show up already, but they haven't yet. All right, so let me talk about a couple things we've got going on. The first is we've sold Kalulu. We had an offer come in. It was a decent offer, $475,000. $375,000 up front, $475,000 after he plays a little bit. So we had another one that was going to be $500,000 after he plays a little bit. It was a slightly better offer, slightly worse team. He chose to go for. I accepted both of them. So he's going to move on. So you can see his transfers arranged. He goes on the 28th of January. So he is on his way out. And then we are also selling somebody else. Go back to transfers here. Oh, you already know about Flavius, right? We already did that. So he leaves on the 23rd. So before we go too much into this one, which is why we're back for this episode, let's talk about what we're doing about Kalulu. So I looked at a couple things. I looked at getting Katana? We're going to go Katana. Here, who looks spectacular. And I thought, and we had a contract that was accepted, although he hadn't signed with us yet. And then I realized that my transfer window that's upcoming is for one player from a French team. He doesn't play for a French team. He's a Ghent. So I canceled it. It was $1.3 million up front. He was going to get paid $400,000. If we go ahead and we take a look at my short list. Let's make sure Victor's on my short list so we can look at him too. Lists, add to short list. Oh, he's already on the short list. Okay, that's good. So let's come down here real fast and let's look at short list. So originally I was looking, these are both Brazilian players, similar prices at 1.3, 1.3, similar abilities, 132, 126, 149, 154. So realistically pretty equal players. I kind of looked at their numbers a little bit. They're not fully scouted yet because I wasn't really expecting to do this. But I kind of decided I wanted Katana. So that's who I looked at. And, if we compare him against, say, Kalulu, there we go. We're not going to get a perfect one here, but we can take a look at attributes. Katana here, 6 to 10. That's at least as good as that. 10 to 13, probably equal to that. 9 to 12, going to be a little bit better. 6 to 10, not probably going to be worse. First touch is definitely a little worse. Free kick taking, who knows? 3 to 7 is right. 5 is right in the middle of that. We know the heading's not going to be quite as good. That's fine out there on the wing. Long shots is probably going to be worse, but not necessarily. But we know the marking's going to be better. Passing is going to be a touch worse. Penalty taking we don't care about. Tackling is going to be a little bit better. So we're looking at marking and tackling. Those are his primary jobs out here. And crossing has a chance of being better. That's kind of what I was looking at. And going to be better technique no matter what. Whether it's 1 better or 3 better, 4 better, we don't know yet, but it's going to be better. Mentals over here, aggression, anticipation. I think anticipation is an important one. He's not quite as brave. Whether he's a little bit less brave or whether he's a coward, we don't know yet. Composure is at least as good. Concentration appears to be bracketed there. Decisions aren't probably quite as good. But he's more determined, and we know I do like my determination. He's got a little bit more flair. Positioning's a little bit worse. Work rate, probably right in the middle. Vision, right in the middle. Teamwork could be substantially better or it could be the same. And physicals are better pretty much everywhere except natural fitness, which is a little bit of a worry. So Kalulu essentially is a good player. This guy's a slightly better player. with a slightly better upside. Here, let's add. Can we add Kalulu to my short list too? No. Once they're on your team, apparently you can't do that. If I click on Kalulu, well, screw it. So 103, 126 total number wise versus Katana here with 126 and 149. So while the important numbers are close, I would give Katana the edge, and overall he could grow to be substantially better. So for a little bit, well, for more money, yes. But we could have upgraded. That was the thought. But then we canceled that. Again, it was a lot of money, and also he wasn't from France. So we decided for Moussa Cilia, who is also on here. And you see, not quite as good, 119, 132, but he plays for a French team, and we've seen him, and we know he's decent. So this is Moussa Cilia, what we can see of his stats here. Really good corners. Crossing's okay. Long throws is good. Passing is okay. Marking, tackling would be a step back from Kalulu. Physicals would be about the same, maybe slightly better. Mentals would be better, I think. He'd be essentially an equal replacement, and he'd cost about equal money, $525 if we get a decent wage on him. I thought, his team had been relegated. He was playing for Ajaccio. Now he's contracted to Standard Liège. He's been sold since this has started. But he wanted $475,000 for the signing fee, the same fee that Katana wanted, oddly enough. And his agent wanted another $275,000. And when I tried to knock those down, they walked away from the table. So that's fine, done. We don't need him. So I went back looking specifically at French teams. Nancy here has a player that was transfer listed in Victor. So we've put a bid in on him. He's wanted by Montpellier, and it did leak that we were going to sign him, but he was transfer listed. So I don't know if that leak means anything. So this is who we're going for at the moment. 113, 134. So he's got good upside. This is what we know about him so far. He's very brave. Physicals, if those are closer to 14s, he's very good. If they're closer to 10s, not quite as good. We'll have to see how that goes. Again, we don't really have time to scout these guys out all the way. Guess I could use the FM editor, but I didn't think about it till just now to see specifically. We could have gone into the in-game editor too and looked at him that way, I think. But marking looks to be very good. Tackling looks to be very good. Positioning looks to be good. So on the basic defensive stats, Victor is a big upgrade from Kalulu. Physically, we don't know. Mentally, jury's out. But positioning, marking, and tackling are all going to be good. Decisions is also probably going to be better. With concentration, he's very brave. So I think as a defensive fullback, he's a huge step up. Well, not a huge step up. He's a step up. And as a wingback, we'll have to see. Who knows? But he's French. He'll fill the requirements, so we can get him. So that's who our offer is in right now. These guys are just guys that I really like. Unfortunately, they play a position we don't play and want more money than we want. But they're players we've seen that have pretty well crushed us that I've just added to the list. So that's the wingback formation kind of thing that we got going on. So if we go back to our deal here, and you can see obviously Flavius, so we're losing a player defensive left and a player defensive right. Hopefully we're getting back a player on the defensive right, and we do still have Lenzini who can play left or right as our backup. So that's kind of the thought at the moment. Lenzini's going to have to go in initially to play for Kalulu while Legree's out, but he's 3 to 5 weeks. Hopefully end of January timeframe he'll be back. We do have some youngsters that can play over there as well, and I did just re-sign put an offer in for one of them. Let's look at potential. Is he on this one? Sylvain Martin's here. Yeah, he's already 91 and 123. So 123 is probably not ever going to be a starter for us, but if we can get him up over 100, I think he'll be a decent backup and fill-in player for us. And yeah, I mean, 10 marking, 11 tackling, positioning clearly needs to come up, but he's very fast, so he can make up. That acceleration of 17, pace of 15, he can make up for some of that. The worry is natural fitness. He's also brave and makes good decisions. So he's only ever going to be a backup for us, but he will be a serviceable backup for us. So we've got him on the right. Don't really have much on the left. You see 109 is kind of the top end for Noel here. And if we come down here, We look down to see. We do have defensive left here. 111 is the top for that, though. So we don't have a huge number of guys there. But we do also have Baptiste Mason. Let's not forget about him. If we go back here, he's on loan. I probably have a filter. So we do have Baptiste here. He can play. He likes defensive right, but he also plays mid left. So he could play either spot. And you can see 111 and 130. So he's also going to be very good. And again, marking and tackling aren't spectacular. Positioning is not spectacular. His physicals are very good. He's aggressive. He's brave. He makes okay decisions. So I don't know that he's ever going to be anything more than a backup either. But my point is we have backups that we can get. We need starters. So that's that. So then the next thing is, Hernandez. But before we get into that, we have a little bit of related Hernandez news. We have won the League One Conforama Best Team of the Year award. Nobody thinks it means anything, so nobody's excited. The French press gives it out. We'll accept it. So we're Best Team of the Year. We followed that up with Mueller winning the European Golden Boy. So huge award for him. Really excited for that. Spectacular. 28 appearances, 19 goals, 6 assists, average rating of 7.2, all at 19 years old. Excellent, excellent centerpiece striker for us. Hernandez wins the League One Conforama Foreign Player of the Year. So this is, again, the press. I assume they vote for all of this stuff. It doesn't say that. 30 appearances, 22 goals, 7.63 at 25. Let's go ahead and congratulate him on the award. So all of this out of an American player that we didn't pay for. He was a free. Okay, we paid him a bonus, and I think we're going to owe a sell-on fee, I believe. But I think if we check on Hernandez history, yeah, we got him as a free. So from the Portland Timbers. Man, and look how good he's been for us. 8-1, 7-3-4, 7-7-1. Look at all of those goals. And then we're only halfway through the season so far. So essentially 18 and a half season, 14 and a half season, 10 assists, and he does it all. Players of the match, he has been spectacular for us. And he's also on my USA team. So, wow. But we didn't pay anything for him. And if we take a look at this offer, $10 million, $8 million up front, 2.1 in some installments. We take a look at this, 10 international appearances, 2.7 million. I can kind of make that happen. I'm in full control over this right now. So we just start him regardless. We game the system, but we could do it. And to be honest, he's played well enough, right? It doesn't say he has to have a start. We can sub him in. We can do however we want. But we could make another 2.7 million there. And after league appearances, 50 games. So essentially the end of next season, right? So we got 18 games this one, maybe 32 next. Yeah, you know how it goes. We've got 38 games per season. So a season and a half away into next season, another 2.7 million. And I have I don't know how many games Ajax plays, but I think we can probably look at that. So potentially 15.5 million. We're going to owe Hernandez 130,000 due to a loyalty bonus, and he also gets a sell-on fee of 15%. So we're going to pay him 1.63 million to walk away. In addition, we're going to get potentially 15 million. So he gets a little bit more than 10% of that. But this is all profit. Okay, we're a poor team. If we take a look at our finances right here, at the moment we're down to 1.26 million. We're in a position where we're competing. We don't have to finish as high as we are. We're competing very well, and we'll make money if we can survive. That's it. We have to survive. We're beginning to put butts in seats. We need to be able to get into Europe or Champions League. Europe probably better, at least long-term for us. But, if we do Champions and you fall down into Europe or however that works, that's potential. We need to make that money. We need to make the European money. But we have to stay relevant enough to do that. If we take 10 million up front, do we have a limit how much of that's going to go into our 75%? So in theory, we could get another we could jump our transfer budget up to about 10 million right here. And more importantly, we bump that up. The negative is he's one of our best players. And one of the things we have is players that turn us down because of the level of our play, which I assume ultimately, we don't have a strong enough squad, they say, which ultimately is going to come back to this. And if we take a look at current ability, Hernandez is 123, so not as high as I was thinking it was. And he's probably capped out. So he's not going to get better. But he likes important matches. He's good. He's also our highest paid player on the team at the moment, so it would also save us $24,000 a week, £100,000 per month going forward for the rest of the season, because we're not going to be able to replace him right now. We've got one spot in this Joker transfer window, and that's going to defensive right. What we would do is we would play Mueller, Grossboy, and T-Bone, and keep Bouchard as the backup. And that's not bad. I mean, if we look at goals, T-Bone's played well, 10 goals, 6 assists, and 11 appearances. Where is Grossboy here? 2 goals and 3 assists, not as good, but he does create chances. So even though he's not necessarily getting the credit for a lot of it, he is a creator up there, and we can throw him in there and see how that goes. And we've got other players. I mean, we've got Conan who can play up there. We've got, like I say, we maybe we run with Bouchard instead. Where is he? He's already got a goal in his one start, 3 subs, and he's got a goal. Let's compare him real fast with Grossboy. Axel Grosbois. Better heading, better finishing. Long shots goes to Grossboy, though. Tackling, not that we care about tackling at that point. 2 versus 7 is pretty horrible at this level regardless. And mentals are better for Axel there as well. Determination specifically. And vision, which probably accounts for the assists. Jumping reach for Bouchard. Now, we may be building a really good jumping team as far as heading and stuff goes, and so maybe that's going to be important going forward. And it wouldn't hurt necessarily to have a target man up front with good heading and good tackling, and good jumping, and decent finishing, right? Finishing. So first touch 14, finishing 13. I wish technique was up a little bit higher, and I clearly wish composure was higher, because composure is probably his biggest weakness as a scorer right here. But he's 19 years old. He's only a year behind Axel, but he's 19 years old. So I'm kind of thinking we have to take this. This episode is essentially me trying to decide what we're going to do here. And I think we accept it. But it really hurts. Somebody just texted me. I don't know if it's to congratulate me or to tell me I'm a horrible person, or if it's important at all. Not important. Well, not for the game anyway. I would like to keep him, but I think we have to take the money, and then we've got strikers. I don't know what we boost next with that money, but as long as we're here, we may as well play a match. We'll go ahead and we'll play the Coupe de France 9th round against Grenoble Foot 38. Wasn't going to play it. We'll be right back. All right, quick note back. We kept our season expectations the same. We could have moved it up to top half if we wanted, but it would have given us some more transfer money, but selling Hernandez is going to give us more transfer money than we were able to spend anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I just left it at mid-table. The next thing is I'm saving it here because our general manager has brought in Gomez here, and I'm going to accept it. We're going to take a look. It does say he's injury prone. We'll have to take a look at him really fast. My worry is that counts as my one French player. And if that's the case, if we go forward and we get to our player and it says, no, you can't take him because you've already signed somebody, we are going to reload. He's 20 years old. He's slow. Well, he has no acceleration, 4 to 10. He's not very strong. He does dribble well. He is good off the ball. He's got good teamwork. His finishing might be spectacular. I mean, there's upside here for 575 pounds. I'm taking it. I'm just worried that that's going to count as my French player. So we'll hit continue. We'll kind of roll through here and see what happens. I'm not actually going to put him on the team. We'll just have Hernandez, welcome him, yay, move on, see what happens. Man, I'm really kind of, I know it's a game, and at some point you can min-max this stuff, but selling Hernandez really, it really hurts. I don't care. Have we been playing him? No. Okay, well let's talk to him. Discuss international future. As I believe I will be a first team. Shall we be brutally honest? Make a decision and take advantage of it while you can. I don't see him as being a first team player for us, at least not anywhere near. Okay, interesting. Gautier. He wants to represent. I don't care. Calderon is somebody we've played as a backup goalkeeper. No, center back? Is that what we've been playing as? No, different Calderon. It's got to be. Let's go back to USA roster. We have a Calderon on there. Yeah, goalkeeper. Okay, I don't care about these players. They can go wherever they want. Major League Soccer, second in North America. Okay. I don't know. All right, so new contract. Accept current vision, mid-table transfer budget, yada, 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 sign young players, accept current vision. So they want to give me, what's my existing contract? 7.75. So this is an extra 2,000 pounds a week. Should we just make it an even 10? That's 520,000 a year before taxes, plus what I'm getting paid by the Americans. Yeah, I think we are well and truly beyond Journeyman at this point. I'm just going to throw that out there. Man, this one is just delighted. Question, what's Antone want here? Delighted to assign a new deal. Build something impressive, long-term success, yada, yada, yada. Okay, continue. I'd like to find out about Victor. There we go. That's what we want. Board confidence. Are we at 100%? 99? Really, guys? Why are they upset with Matteo Simon? He doesn't play. That's why he's not playing. I don't disagree. Squad dynamics, we're doing good. Monthly update. Very close. Matteo Simon is what's keeping us from being at 100%. Really? Okay, that's fine. Let's accept him. So we've got Victor. Is he going to be here for Grenoble? Who knows? We'll find out here. Oh my gosh. Oh, of all the weird kind of Okay, team registration. We got to fix that. Chigla's in. There we go. In. That's everybody. Confirm. Scout meeting. Goalkeeper. Okay. There we go. One transfer from another French club. So that is that. So 25 clubs across the country were involved in an additional transfer. So, okay, well, we had one of the big ones. Potentially spectacular first touch and heading. Wow, that's going to be, again, depending on strength, good balance, good acceleration. He's on the reserves. Let's add him to the short list. He's on the reserves. We might be able to get him depending on what he is, and let's make sure we scout him. Get scout report. There we go. 500,000. You know, we're about to sell a 10 million pound striker. So, yeah, transfer story leaked. It's a good thing it leaked because I never would have known about it otherwise. And this is our youth development. He made an offer for Bernard. Is Bernard any good? He's a mid-left. We're just going to turn that down. We don't play that position. Who are we next to? Victor and Gomez. Oh, okay, yeah. Pleased we were able to. Yeah, it's cheap. Always drive a hard bargain. Is available. Yeah, I acquired him for the first side. That's where he's going to play. Utmost confidence. Not sure he's going to play above Legray quite yet, but for the moment anyway. Matches can be won and lost. Utmost, yeah, whatever. Is what it is. Let's take a look, see what we got then. So Victor's got to come in for Kalulu. So somebody's coming out. Probably going to be Conan. We'll just kind of roll people up here. My standard little thing has been messed up from all the injuries and stuff. Let's go ahead and turn off the not at club thing again. We don't need to see them while we're doing this. So Victor's going to go in for Kalulu. And yeah, I think that's probably that. Potentially a step up. So let's do a quick, one more comparison here with Kalulu. I don't know why it doesn't show up there. Why can I compare defensive right versus defensive right? Let's try this again. Oh, because I'm on Kalulu, I need to compare against Victor. Is that what I did wrong? That's what I did wrong. That's all me there. Okay, so Kalulu's green, blue for Victor. So better first touch, better heading for Kalulu. And passing. And crossing. So he's the better offensive player there. Determination, flair, leadership, anticipation, bravery. Looks to me to be a pretty clear-cut win for Victor on the mentals and physicals as well, with the exception of jumping reach. So technicals are kind of a wash. So better defensively for Victor, better offensively for Kalulu. If we see the overview, we'll probably see something along those lines. So yeah, there we go. Really aerial versus physical and slight mental defending. So, yep, is what we thought it was. You never know until you get the player. I mean, our scouting was so low on that at the moment. I just really didn't expect to lose essentially 3 defensive wingbacks due to injury and trade like that. But that's okay. I did re-sign Michael Hebert. This is my stepfather's last name, by the way, and my mom's, obviously, Hebert. But yeah, he looks good. Again, he's attacking midfielder. But we can find a spot for him, I think. If nothing else, we can sell him. So that was kind of my thought. Martins, he plays defensive right? Defensive right. Super fast, good free kick taking, brave, decent decisions. I think he's going to be good too. Hernandez is close to signing for Ajax. We're going to make a parting comment to him. You've been fantastic. Yeah, I think under pressure to maintain a positive cash flow. And he's going to continue to start for our American side because we need to get 10 appearances out of him. So we have just sold the League One Conforma Best Player of the Year for about a 10 million profit, depending on bonuses. So he gets a fair amount of money. I'm not sure why he gets an extra 325,000. So that was the 1.2. Maybe based on whether the rest of the money comes up or not. I don't know. But we're going to have to make sure we go here. He is now no longer a striker. So we are going to put in Axel. And we're going to... yeah, I think that'll work. Let's see. Is he... He's left-footed. He's right-footed. I'm going to swap them so that they're good foots outside for the passes in. That's my thought there. We leave Mueller in the middle because I believe he has the best finishing with 17. Yeah. So that's it. Man, this one's going to be kind of long. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean it to be like an 80-minute. I was thinking it's going to be like a 12-minute. But I think it's important we get a game in. So that's what we're going to do. A lot of decisions sometimes out of weird places. And I know it's the end of the year, but it's the middle of the season for us. It's not even the winter break, So I didn't really. What do we got here for the reserves? Our reserves are just killing it. 3-1. Look, we're still in second place here. 14, 4, and 5. Nice, Saint Etienne, Auxerre. I mean, I assume that these are ranked just like ours are, right? So our reserves play to their level, I guess, because this is kind of a mix of teams and mostly lower level teams. But Nancy's up here with us. Toulouse is up here. But we know Grenoble Foot is a national team, so at least for the top level. So kind of a mix. Coupe de France. A little bit early for us to really care too. Oh, Monaco killed Bastia. Auxerre, 11-0. Well, I guess non-league though, right? I mean, are there any kind of... Here's a non-league team that won, so they'll continue on. And then let's see. Oh, no, they won't. Wait. Yeah, they won 2-1. Guess that's it. Visiting team won every single game except for Stade Bretois. Wow. And Nantes and Nice are probably going to continue that. Yep. 10-0. A 10-0 and 11-0. That's insane. Insane in the membrane. I did re-sign Baptiste Mason as well. I don't really think he's going to be a starter for us, but I think he's going to be worth selling. That's kind of my thought. Record transfer income. There we go. Record transfer fee. There we go. Okay, well, we had a $7.5 million for this one to Bordeaux at one point. He's 23 years old and not obviously that long ago. Did I make that deal? History, career stats. No, just prior to me, it looks like, because I think I took over kind of here-ish. In here, maybe. Whoops. So is he good? Do we want to bring him back? He plays defensive center. 14, 15, 13. Good. He's really good. Yes, we want him back. I'm going to add him to the short list. Okay. Get scout report. Okay. 85,000 for Florent Bernard. Did we look at this guy already yet? Oh, I said I was going to turn this one down. I'm going to walk away from this one. I don't need that one. Oh wait, we lost our captain. It's not going to be Lenzini because he doesn't play. It's not going to be Matteo Simon because he doesn't play. Could be Victor, but Victor just got here. Pascal isn't really the starter. Jean-Yves isn't a starter. I mean, our leadership is all from backup players right now. I mean, really, Killian is kind of it. I'm wondering if we go. Let's look at the roster and see what we got going on. So Pascal's probably going to continue to start on the left. Kylian Nouveau is probably going to continue to start there. So maybe Nouveau and Pascal. I mean, maybe we leave Simon for that for now, but he's got good leadership, but he doesn't play. Oh, Baptiste is the current vice captain. He thinks Simon should be it. I disagree. I think we're going to go here. Changing captains mid-season is not a good idea. Let's just be fair there. But hopefully we didn't piss off too many people. They want Bonnet on. Do we want to put him on loan? I'm kind of thinking it'd be nice to get a little bit more play for him, especially because we now have Marco Brouchard here. It'd be nice to see his finishing come up. No, I think we keep him, especially because we're down a man. I think he's probably going to see more play time. I'd forgotten we had him, to be honest, when we were talking about Bouchard. But I think he's probably the backup. And because his vision is so good, he also backs up in the middle. So I think he maybe is the main backup here and could also fill in here. And Marco Brouchard maybe is the main fill in there. That's what I'm going with. So we're going to turn this one down. We're going to say no. We're going to reject the offer. USA players, yep. He decided to go for Ghana. That's not a surprise. They confirmed it. Yippee. My God, this one's going on. We're going to have to play fast. Don't care. Yep. PSG won 4-0. Is that what we saw there? Team selection. I think that's it. Do we put in Jean-Yves Bonnet? I'm kind of thinking we put him in for Fair, who hasn't played great lately, and we just get him a game. I think that's kind of what we're going to do. I'm going to submit because, I mean, we're not going to have 6 substitutes from possible 7. I don't know who we're missing, but that's okay. We're not going to have this level of competition without friendlies, really, very often. So let's go ahead and put him in. I think we have to start 7. Whoa, that's loud. I think we have to start 7 of players that have started in the last 2 games or something like that. Prove a point. Sure. I did consider replacing Gas as well. We had a suggestion to hire a coach who's very good. And in fact, I did try to hire him for my reserves head coach, and he refused to be a reserves head coach. He just wanted to be a coach. And he was marginally better than some of our players overall, but individually on the things that we need coached, he wasn't going to improve individual positioning coach. Grossboy's got it. He's got guys in the middle. And he decides to shoot it right at the goalkeeper, who actually had really good near side coverage. That's pretty rare for goalkeepers in this game. We would have been a lot better off passing that one. He's got the corner there, and he sends it right to Sambisa. However, Victor manages to keep that in his first game in. We've called it. Mathis, oh, look at that. Takes down his man. A little too aggressive there. 2 minutes in, I mean, it doesn't look terrible so far. Let's see how we go. We're at the point now where the team is where we're going to have these kind of incremental improvements as things come up. A player maybe gets sold, or an offer comes in for either a lot of money, or for a player who's right on the edge of what we want to improve from, and we just kind of have to take advantage of that when it comes, and we are not doing much here. If we lose this, I'm going to be pissed. Mueller, T-Bone, all right, this is going to be a counter. Get it all the way up to Grossboy. We got guys charged in the middle. Does he keep it in? Oh, he puts it through again. He really needs to pass. He's had 2 spectacular assist options that he has decided to make bad shots. Bonet's got that one. Comes back out to Pain Bang. He gets taken off of it, but we managed to hang on to it. Grossboy in. Big fight over it. Suleiman's back there, and apparently nothing happens. I'm going to demand more. I think we're playing terribly right now. And I'm going to put us up on attack. No, that's not what I want. I want this. Grossboy with another horrible corner in. He is not inspiring confidence in me at the moment in becoming our starter again. He started out that way, but T-Bone came in, played much better in limited play. There we go, Mueller. Bonet to Mueller. At least one of the guys we put in has lived up to expectations. If Grossboy can't make an impact against this team, and that appears to be what's happening through very poor decision on shooting versus passing, you just wonder, right? Maybe if we dropped him back a little bit, again, as an attacking midfielder that he normally is, maybe we can do that. I mean, part of it's going to be the role. Maybe tells him to shoot. That was a horrible tackle. Is that? It was Victor. Pretty sure it was. There we go. We got guys on it. Cross comes across. Beautiful header in from Mathis. And, our defense is not playing well either. We are in their place, but, come on now, guys. We might be yelling at halftime here. And Shakarov is injured. We've just lost our goalkeeper. Doesn't bode well for us. And I considered putting Rippert in very briefly for that last position. This could be brutal. This could be brutal. We're gonna yell at the team. Aggressive. Far from pleased. Tactics. I am going to take us back from attacking to standard, I think. Maybe we'll just go to control. Let's go there. Start second half. We just want one highlight for us, and then we want it to be very, very quiet. There we go. We put it way up. T-Bone unable to get to it, but Victor's there. He's picked up a yellow as well at some point. Feeds it into Legal. Gets it. Oh, I thought we were going to get it there. Bonet heads it over to Pain Bang. Bang Bang's got it up to Mueller. Mueller sits on it too long. Bad first touch, and they take it away from him. Mathis starts the counterattack. Are we able to take it away from him? He kind of gets hemmed in. Manages to find an outlet to Udall on the right, and that ends the highlight. Man, this is not going the way it should go. It really, really isn't. It's funny, we can come out and beat a good team and then play absolutely terrible to Grenoble here. And motivationally we look better. Get creative maybe. Grossboy's coming out. I'm not a fan of what he's done today. We're going to put Bouchard in. Victor's coming out for Kalulu, who is still here for a couple weeks. Man, this is a frustrating match. It's a frustrating episode, I tell you. Selin Hernandez, a draw 73 minutes into Grenoble Foot. The rain is beginning to come down. We're not a possession team. I mean, it shouldn't really affect us. We like the long. Get it into. Oh, too many touches to control. Pain bang into Mueller. Can Mueller make something happen? Yes. Yes, Mueller does. The golden boy puts that one away for us. My God, we needed that. We desperately needed that. Oh, my God. If we have to get past Grenoble, this would be. I just signed a new contract, for God's sakes. And T-Bone just unable to do anything with it there, but he gets it in. Beautiful header in. One. I can't even talk. One touch to settle it down. Right peg puts it in. God, we needed that. Oh my gosh. Uncomp's up 4-0. Montpelier's up 5-0. Is that Lyon? We got too many Olympics in there. Can we get another one to make me feel a little safer here? Yes, Painben gets a deflection on the way through. They gave him the goal. It was on target. It just didn't go on target, per se. Goalkeeper, I think, had pretty good positioning on the initial shot. Caught one of his defenders on the way through, maybe. Maybe that guy, maybe not. I don't know. The second view, it didn't look as blatant a deflection. Oh my gosh, there we go. 5 minutes in or so. Can we make it look like it should have looked? Mueller, nope. Hard shot in. You got to take those shots. You never know. Was he paying attention? Does he drop it? Does he make a mistake? He didn't have the obvious passing options that time that I think Grosbois had for his. A lot of added time in this one. 2 red cards. Oh my God. That game's getting chippy. You have 2 people kicked out at the end of a match. Okay, well, it's a good thing we got that insurance goal, because we've got Pikachu in goal. He's wearing yellow today. Pikachu, I choose you. Beautiful tackle. There we go. Suleiman's back. Does he feed it back to Pikachu? No, that's probably the right decision. Let's not let him touch it too much if we don't have to. And there we go, guys. 3-1 win over Grenoble Foot without our goalkeeper. He doesn't think I'm gonna say pleased with the result. It took a little while to happen. We win the 9th round. We advance to the 10th, which we're supposed to do. Secure victory. Shakarov is out 5 to 7 weeks. Oh my God. 5 to 6 weeks for a specialist. 5 to 6 weeks. I don't even know why they bother giving us these. They're all the same option. We'll go to the specialist. Maybe one of them is less likely to affect long-term development or something. Victor makes his debut and played Oh. Yeah. We had to pay some extra money for rounds in the Coupe de France to get him way back last season. We got 40,000, and Mueller was stellar. And I guess that's it on a very long impromptu episode of Football Manager 2018. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. In a side note, I do have a Patreon page up and running. So if you are so inclined, love to have some support there from you as well, even if it's just $1. Take a look at it. Let me know at least what you think of the page. Also, I have actually done a Twitch stream. I haven't done a Football Manager one yet, but I did get on and play for about 2.5 hours on RimWorld. So if you are interested in getting notifications on Twitch, and we will be doing a Football Manager save on there sooner rather than later, make sure that you subscribe on Twitch to get, or follow me on Twitch to get the notifications. Subscribe as well if you like, although I'm not a partner. I don't get any of that money at this point. Or the alternatively, make sure that you follow me on Twitter, and I'll make sure that I put a notice up on Twitter as well when I'm going to Twitch stream. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Cheers.